Welcome to Business Reporter's Future of Retail campaign. The average online shopping experience involves 7.6 touch points, with consumers expecting a frictionless journey from product discovery right through to shipping and returns. Well, this has created a significant challenge for retailers, but also a big opportunity for those that can get it right. Brands that can offer a seamless online shopping journey for consumers will be rewarded with higher basket values and greater customer loyalty. But what do online retailers need to do to be able to deliver an effortless shopping experience and thrive in the digital economy? That's what we're going to discuss today with Callum Campbell. He's the CEO of Linnworks. Callum, thanks very much for joining us. A very warm welcome. Let's jump right in, shall we? Can you define for us what the effortless economy means?
Sure. So the effortless economy is the new world of commerce that we're now living in, where convenience is the top priority for consumers when they shop. So at Linnworks, we recently conducted a study of 1,000 consumers in North America and in the UK. And what we learned is that convenience is the number one priority for 76% of those respondents when it comes to selecting a retailer, more so than price. And so what we're seeing with the rise of the effortless economy and this demand for convenience is the idea that commerce is moving closer to the consumer. If we you and I take a bit of a look back in history, there was once a time where if we wanted to buy products, we needed to leave our homes and go down the street to a store if we wanted to buy a product. That was massively revolutionized with the introduction of internet technologies. Suddenly, we didn't need to leave home anymore. We could shop from different websites at home. That was a high convenience experience. But that took another step forward to the world of singular convenience. The idea that when we're shopping from home, we don't even need to go to different websites anymore. Suddenly we can shop everything in one environment, on the marketplace, on environments like Amazon, the everything store. And really where the market is heading now is to a world of commerce comes to you, where the platforms where we're spending our time as consumers and being entertained are becoming commerce enabled. So we've seen this over the past 18 months, in particular platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Google, YouTube, Pinterest, BuzzFeed. They're becoming commerce enabled. Commerce is happening in these environments and becoming increasingly effortless for us as consumers. And so that's great for us as consumers, but it creates challenges for brands and retailers. How do they navigate this new landscape?
What are those challenges?
Yeah, I mean, there are a number of different challenges that are introduced, but I think there's sort of two primary ones in particular. So firstly, the first challenge is the challenge of connecting commerce channels. So as a brand, how do I move from doing what you'd call partial commerce to total commerce? How do I move from selling, say, just in my bricks and mortar store and on my website to actually selling in all of the different environments where my customers may be spending their time and shopping? So in my bricks and mortar store, on my website, but on marketplaces, on social shopping channels, and on emerging channels. So that's the first one. How do I sell in all these different environments and do it simultaneously? Challenge number two then is, well, okay, I'm selling in all those environments. That's great. I'm growing my sales. How do I connect my commerce operations? For anybody who's run an online business, you'll know that the point of sale is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to running that organization. And actually, there's a huge amount of operational complexity and overhead that exists beneath the surface. And so connecting your commerce operations together in a way that means your business has a scalable cost base becomes a big challenge. Selling in all these different channels, costs can spiral out of control.
So perhaps you could elaborate and give us some examples of how they manifest.
Yeah, sure. So with respect to the first challenge of selling multi-channel in all of these different environments, doing total commerce, a practical example would be around inventory management. So just say you've got 100 units of a product in stock and you're selling it on your website, in store, and on Amazon. Well, if you sell out of those 100 units on your website, you need to make sure that you're not marketing product available on Amazon, because you may missell your product to a consumer on Amazon. You don't have the stock to fulfill the order. You'll leave that customer dissatisfied, unlikely to shop with you again. So you take that simple example and put it into the context of a business, a brand that has, say, 1,000 products it's selling across 10 different channels, and suddenly a very complex stock management challenge emerges. So that'd be one example relating to total commerce. The second example might be around order management. So again, you're selling in all of these different channels to consumers who have different expectations, potentially consumers all over the world. How do you gather all of the orders that you've received each day and assign them to the correct shipping services? Some consumers may want international shipping. Others might want next day delivery. Others want attract services. So you need to ensure that all of these orders coming in from all of the different channels are correctly assigned to the right shipping services, and that's managed in a cost-effective way.
I see. So perhaps from a bird's eye perspective, how can a brand solve these problems?
Yeah, I mean, there's different approaches, but I think a major step a brand can take is establishing the technology platform in the center of their business that allows them to have scalable operations in a multi-channel environment.
And I guess that's where Linnworks comes in.
It is, yeah.
How does it help?
Yeah, so Linnworks does exactly that. So at Linnworks, we bring what we'd call total commerce control to the center of a brand's organization. Essentially, we help the brand centrally control their business such that they can grow their revenues, i.e. they can sell to their customers in all of these different shopping channels. We help them automate their processes. So as I mentioned, the inventory management, the order management, the shipping management, and we help them be in control. We help them gather the data from within their business, understand what's going on across this complex operational setup so that they can make smart decisions about how they invest into their business in future.
Perhaps you could share with us some stories about Linnworks being in situ, working, some case studies of people you've worked with?
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, at Linnworks, we work with thousands of different brands across the world, you know, from digitally native brands such as Public Desire in the fashion industry, right through to global corporates like Ford Motor Company. But maybe one example I could give you is of a company called Rinkit. So Rinkit are one of the most exciting, high-growth UK e-commerce businesses. They sell products in the home and garden category. And when Rinkit came to Linnworks, they'd seen strong success in their business, but they'd hit a bit of a glass ceiling when it came to their operations and scaling up to the next level. Ultimately, they were struggling to scale to that next level. In their words, they'd hit a breaking point. And by putting Linnworks into the business and putting the platform into the center of the organization, Rinkit have seen a huge amount of success. They've been able to sell into over 20 different channels around the world to really drive up that revenue growth. They've seen high double-digit growth year on year, adding tens of millions in sales to their business. And ultimately, they've delivered fantastic customer experiences day in, day out, because they've got that strong operational backbone in their business, and it's reflected in really, really high-quality reviews online.
You mentioned earlier the likes of Amazon, there's also Magento and other e-commerce platforms. So why does a company need an intermediary like Linnworks?
Great question. So Amazon, Magento, brilliant platforms, but they're designed to help brands and retailers grow sales on their platform. Amazon's not there to help you grow your sales on Magento. Magento's not there to help you grow your sales on Amazon. And neither platform's designed to help you overcome the complexity of selling on multiple different channels at the same time. And so Linnworks is built from the ground up for the purpose of this multi-channel selling. Helps you sell onto Amazon, it helps you sell onto Magento and a whole host of other platforms. It's channel agnostic. We give brands the agility to move their products into the channels where they see the revenue opportunities, and then provide the operational backbone to move quickly within those channels.
So going forward, who are the winners in this age of total commerce?
Yeah, I think the winners are ultimately those who recognize that convenience is king and make sure that their products are available for sale on their customers' terms in the different environments where their customers are shopping.
Callum, we've covered a lot of ground here, but what are the key 3 things for us to take away, would you say?
Firstly, the effortless economy is here. Consumers expect effortless commerce. Secondly, the brands and retailers who make their products available for purchase where their customers are, they're going to be the winners in the effortless economy. And then thirdly, Linnworks is a technology platform that equips brands and retailers to sell to their customers in all of these different channels and to win in the effortless economy.
Certainly exciting times, isn't it? Thanks very much for sharing your story with us.
Thanks very much, Ashley.